On behalf of Ringgold High School, I'd like to welcome you to the Veterans Day concert in the Rawlindale Christian Theater. We're honored to have you with us as we come together to celebrate, remember, and express our gratitude to the veterans who have served our country with courage, dedication, and sacrifice. Tonight, our students have prepared a special program filled with music and performances that pay tribute to our veterans, active service members, and family members who have also given so much. We honor you today and every day for your bravery and commitment to preserving our freedoms. Please join Ringgold High School in this tribute as we celebrate our heroes together tonight at the Veterans Day concert. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Ringgold High School Symphonic Band, under the direction of Mr. Caleb McDonald.
This is a story known to all of you. It is the story of the American man at arms. My estimate of him was formed on the battlefield many, many years ago, and it has never changed. I regarded him then as I regard him now, not only as one of the world's noblest figures or of the finest military character, but also as one of the most stainless. His name and fame are the birthright of every American citizen. In his youth and strength, in his love and loyalty, he gave all that mortality can give. He needs no eulogy from me or from any other man. But when I think of his patience under adversity, of his courage under fire, and of his modesty in victory, I am filled with an emotion of admiration I cannot put into words. He belongs to history as furnishing one of the greatest examples of successful patriotism. He belongs to posterity as the instructor of future generations in the virtues of liberty and freedom. He belongs to the present, to us, by his virtues and by his achievements. Thank you.
Please welcome the Ringgold High School Chorus under the direction of Janae Ellis.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us here at our annual Veterans Day remembrance to honor all of our veterans, all of who have served. My name is Caleb McDonald, and I'm the Director of Bands here at Ringgold High School. This next piece is entitled Elegy, and I wanted to read just a little bit about it. It was composed by Larry McTaggart, and he puts these program notes in the score here. The United States Navy Band, number 22, held the unique distinction in that its members were formed together, trained together, enlisted together, and transferred together. In May of 1941, these Navy musicians were assigned to the USS Arizona at Pearl Harbor, Hawaii. On the morning of December 7th, 1941, all 21 members of the USS Arizona Band that made it all the way from enlisting to training to being designated for assignment there, ranging in the age from 17 to 32, perished in the attack on Pearl Harbor. Elegy is a tribute to the lasting legacy of the members of the USS Arizona Band, entombed with over 1,100 other sailors in the sunken wreckage of the Arizona. We hope you enjoy Elegy as our tribute to all.
Hannah Basket.
For spacious skies, for amber waves of rain, for purple mountain majesties, have I love-rooted plain. God shed His grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea.
Please welcome the dramatic arts instructor, Kelly Schroeder.
At this time, we want to take a moment to honor the veterans among us. Each of these individuals gave years of their lives in service to our country, years that shaped who we are as a nation. We thank them for their sacrifice and dedication. We begin with those who are currently serving or who have served in the years since 2011. If you're active duty or in the reserve or have recently completed your service, please stand. We continue the proud legacy of defending freedom today, and we thank you. If you served in Iraq during Operation Iraqi Freedom, please stand. Your courage and professionalism under extraordinary circumstances. If you served in Afghanistan, please stand. History, and your dedication and resilience will never be forgotten. If you served during the Persian Gulf War or Operation Desert Storm, please stand. You answered the call to duty with precision and courage in a pivotal time for our nation. If you served during the Vietnam War, please stand. You faced incredible challenges and showed unwavering commitment to service. Tonight, we offer our deepest gratitude and respect. If you served during the Korean War, please stand. Do we have any Korean War veterans tonight? Okay, well, we want to honor these people who are not with us tonight. I know they are few and far between, but those in the Korean War, we often call that the Forgotten War, where the Americans stood with our allies to defend freedom. And so to our Korean War veterans or their families who might be here, we see you, we thank you, and we remember. World War II veterans. You served during World War II. Please stand. We would like to meet you this evening.
Ross Grant. I was in the Navy, and I was a baker and a gunner's loader, and so that was my duty in there. I was on my way to Japan, and they dropped the atomic bomb, and the war was over. And the sad part of my time was bringing the prisoners of war back to Manchuria that didn't know anything about the United States for 4 years. And that was a sad time and the wonderful time to get to bring them back. So that's about it. Ringgold School when it was in the old 6-room building over there, and then the first class was in with all the senior people, and we didn't know who our teacher was going to be the next day. And that was a long time ago.
Mr. Jones always says, once you're a tiger, you're always a tiger. Did you know that?
Oh yeah. So, I didn't wear my shirt tonight.
Anything else you want to say to your fans?
God bless America.
Thank you so much for recognizing our veterans. Thank you for being here tonight. And to every veteran here tonight, we thank you. Your strength, your courage, your sacrifice remind us that our freedom is never free. We dedicate this next piece to all who have served and to the families who stood behind them.
the stage Ringgold High School's award-winning performing arts troupe. This incredible group recently took first place at their Region 1 Act Play competition with their production of the Hello Girls, marking their 7th straight region championship. They'll take the stage one last time this Thursday night at 7 p.m. before heading to their state championship this weekend to represent our community with pride. Tickets may be purchased on their website or at the door. The Hello Girl shares the powerful true story of the great women who served as telephone operators in World War I, connecting calls, breaking barriers, and answering the call to serve their country. Now sit back and enjoy the electrifying opening numbers of the Hello Girls. Answer the call.
We can no longer sit here safe on our own shores. France is our long-standing ally.
Imagine America's warship waiting and making its full debut.
Communication is key. Forces must be coordinated across hundreds of miles.
Imagine our general calls that he's making. It's taking too long to get through.
It's not the equipment, sir. It's who's operating the equipment. Most of our boys have never run a switchboard.
He thinks this is war and it's no place for women. But he's desperate, his back's to the wall.
Let's get the best operators then.
But the best operators are women.
Then that is who we need.
Imagine a world on the edge of a knife, full of perils but providence too. Imagine a time when an old way of life might give way for something brand new. Imagine our heroines longing to rather to do something no matter how small. Will you follow along as we answer the call?
armed forces. Each of you has written a chapter in our nation's story, and we thank you. Please stand as the service hymn is played.
Thank you all once again. Thank you all once again. Sorry, I get too close to the mic sometimes. I play the trumpet, I don't use the microphone. Thank you all again for coming out to honor our veterans, to honor our heroes. I was talking to Mr. Jones earlier, and not everywhere, hardly anywhere, will pack out an auditorium for no matter the event that's going on, and especially that to honor our veterans, our heroes in our community. So thank you for all you do to honor our veterans, to support them, as well as gathering as a community to support each other. Ringgold is truly a rare and special place. To close this concert tonight, we're going to play our national march, one that everybody probably knows, and I know we've heard probably a million times today, but we'll hear it 1,000,001 right now. The Stars and Stripes Forever by John Philip Sousa. Thank you again for coming tonight.
Thank you.